This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That's about 15 minutes ago. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now let's just take a look here. Now, yesterday, the low 74.91, the high 77.53. Okay. Today, what do we have? The low 75.21 and 77.16. So we had an inside day. But if you look at that candle here, you can see the topping tail on that candle. Wow. Okay. So now let's just see what we're going to have here. Now, again, what you want to do is watch, obviously, today's low, 75.21. We want to watch yesterday's low, 74.91, okay? Which lines up pretty nice here with the top of this candle right there. You're looking at 75.06 here, okay? So right now, it's holding it. The real time price is 75.52, so you're holding that. Now, again, if that is lost here, then we follow these candles right on down, okay? So what we want to do here is we want to look at this candle right here, okay? So you're looking at 74.52. Then right here, you have 73.82. And then we come here, you got 72.98. You have 72.67. We can come to the top of this candle here. You got 72.34. We have 71.19. And then we just write it down, 70.22, 69.90. And then we come down here, 69.69. And you could write this all the way down to this bad boy right here at 67.05. Let's call that 67. All right. Now, we'll show you on the weekly and the monthly when we go to that next chart here. There is support in between here. Yeah, there's a 200-day on the monthly here, which is very, very key level here. All right. So what we want to do here is now, tomorrow, what you want to do, or even after the futures open here tonight, we have to see here now this 8-day is just falling right off a cliff. That's going to be much lower here. So we got to take a look here to see if that's going to cross over that 200-day. If it does, that bearishness is going to continue, and she's going to come flying right on down. So tomorrow, or tonight even, look at this here. Okay, so you look at the low of that, that's 77.09 here, okay? And then what we want to do here is we'll look at yesterday's candle. That is a 77.53. And then we have your 200-day at 78.21. And then we're going to have your 8-day up here at 79.34, which will be lower when those futures do open. Now, your RSI here, well, you're not in sold yet here, but you're getting pretty close here. Your MACD is still very, very bearish, which you can ride just like you had here. You can ride that bottom there very, very, once it turns, you can still ride the bottom and be like this here. So don't get too excited about, hey, where this is going to have to go up. Today we put that's an ugly candle right there. But again, there was a good scalp there. I did scalp UCO here because it held yesterday's low here. I got 75 cents out of it. So you got to figure it. The low on UCO here was 28.61, and the high was 29.58 here. So I feel okay with this, with the 75 cents on there. I'm trading 2,000 shares, so that worked out okay right there. I don't want to take too much of a trade here because it just look what happened there. Okay, so I just went in there and just looking to make some cash flow, and boom, got right out of it. So again, watch yesterday's low here, 74.91. If that is lost here, we just follow these candles all the way down here. On the upside, watch that key, 78.21, and then whatever that 8-day is going to be here when those futures open. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. All right, here we have the old weekly and a monthly. Now, you can just see how this 8 SMA is rolling right over here now. So now you're below the 100, and you're headed right for that 21-day and right for that 50 unless this goes. But you can see this, this bear flag that I pointed out, and I did like this indecision candle here. Now, you had a bull flag on the daily, but this was very, very critical right here. And then the next week there where it could not get through that, and now you're putting a series of lower lows here. Now, reality is here, I think you have to watch this right here, okay? This is that 73.25. That's a 200-day on the monthly. If that is lost there, I still think right here, this 69.96, call it 70, that is going to be the target here on the downside here. If that's lost here, we have the 50-day at 68.76, and then we have a retest here of 67.04. Then we could come all the way down to, like, say, this candle right here, okay, which is 63.64. So if you look at a monthly, there's your price channel right there, 63.64. Now this is just looking very, very not good here. Okay, see, this is just rolling over. Now it looks like your 21-day is rolling here. These are monthly charts, so you got time on this here yet, but you really need to hold that key 200 SMA right there. That is going to be very, very critical here. If not, this 200-day is the target here, and you can see how nicely it held here in the weeks past. Now, your RSI, well, there is no upside here. This is just heading right for the level right there, okay? And look here, that bearish cross is still very much intact. Your green is below your red. Not good here. This MACD here never did anything and never could crack through here, and just selling off hard. Now, on the upside here, well, there's a couple things that you have to watch here, okay? 78.46 here. That is going to be your 8 SMA here. And then we have 78.24 here. That is your 50-day here. So you got basically two targets here on the upside if this thing can get off the schneid and get right back up here again. But this, to me, just looks lower when you get these big-ass candles like this here. You need a reversal candle, okay, where it slams down and then it just goes higher. Okay, I'll give you an example like right here. Okay, you had this big-ass red candle, and then we had this candle where you put in a lower low, and then it closed high, and then she rallied right on up here. Now, until we see that, but you're going to need some big-time support here. See, this is what I was saying with that war premium. Once that is shaken out here, this can come right on off here. So never. I am still long the SCO. I scalped the UCO, but I'm still holding that SCO here, and I'll see what action. If it can come all the way down to the 70 level here, then I might cut it loose here if it holds. We don't know if that's going to hold because it could come to this 50-day, or it could come to the 67, or it could do the big retest here, all the way down here, the 63.64. So you got to have a lot of patience with this here. You look on a weekly here, this has a lot of room to the downside. All right, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, natural gas here. Well, you got the same ugly thing, all right? So what do we have here today? Okay, so now I got in the cold. I scalped the cold there today. Now it did rally up here in pre-market. Okay, and for me that was the time to do the scalp here, because if you look at this high right here, this is 3.162 here. But then I look to the left of the chart here and look at here. So basically 3.16 right there. Okay, so it couldn't get through that. That's why I went there and I bought the short, the KOLD, because it could not get through this level right here. Always look to the left of your chart there, because where it's been is usually where it's going. Now, look at this series of lower lows here. So now the big question is here, can it hold this key 50 SMA here? Because this looks like this is next to the line here, this 2.99. If that is lost here, well, we have the 50-day over here. You're looking at 2.97. And if that's gone, well, right there, you're looking at this 2.86 retest here. That would definitely probably be your target, okay? Right below it, you have your 100-day here, 2.82, lines up with this 2.82. The bottom of that, there's your gap, 2.78, there's your fill. Gap, fill, lines up very nice with this here. But this 50-day here, this is going to be key here, because, see, now when you look at this candle right here, okay, so you take the top of that candle, look how nice, see, that is sitting at 2.99. What is your 50-day sitting at? 2.99. See, that is going to be big-time support here if you can, because, see, it ran up here, and then that was the breakout candle, okay? So what it had to do is get above this, see this candle right here, and then she just rallied right on up here. So then on the way down, you always watch that. That's why you put price channels in there. Very easy to see that, okay? So you really need to hold this 50-day. If you don't, then you're going to do this 2.86 here very, very easily. Now, on the upside here, well, you want to watch here this 8 SMA here, okay? So you're looking at 3.12, but you can follow these candlesticks up here, okay? So you look at the bottom of this here, 3.05 here. You got on the low here, you got 3.09, and then you would have your 8 SMA here at 3.12, and then you could rally up to this candle right here, which is 3.162, and then we have your 3.20, which is your 21 SMA. Now, I can say that, we can go to the bottom of this candle, the top of this candle here, and then head for that 8-day, but this is going to be very, very tough resistance here, just trying to get through this 8 SMA here and this 21-day. But again, if it does get there, then just look to the bottom of this candle here at 3.249, look here, 3.29, and then 3.33 here. Now, again, when the futures open here, that 8-day is going to be lower, so it won't be 3.33. It might even come to the top of that candle right there, okay? Again, if you can get above all that here, you look at this candle here, you're looking at 3.40, there's your gap. Look to the bottom of that candle there, 3.45, there's your fill. Up here is your retest here. But right now here, what you're really looking for here is if it can hold this key 50 SMA here, okay? So the RSI has plenty of room on the downside. Your MACD is still very, very bearish on the downside there. So nothing is looking really good here. So really, realistically, the two trades is crude short and natural gas short has been working really, really good. But again, never have an opinion. Let the charts tell you what to do. If this can, what did I do here? Okay. If this can hold here, this 50-day can hold here, okay, then that can be a nice good scalp here back up to the 21-day. So then you could get yourself into like UNG or Boyle or something like that, and you can make some cash flow for the day here. So never get too complacent, never have an opinion, but just watch this key 50 SMA here. Watch this 50 SMA here. If that's lost, 2.86 is your target. If it holds, you can rally back up here, and then 3.20, your 21-day is going to be your target. All right, that's all I got for you today. I will be back tomorrow before 8 o'clock here, and we'll review crude oil here and natural gas. All right, thanks for watching.